Well, good morning, everyone. Today I'm on location here at Cedar Creek Lake Wildlife Area, and this is going to be my first visit here. Really just settling down. As you can tell, I'm fully camouflaged today. You can say I'm overdoing it, and it may be a little cumbersome and get in the way, but I'm going to try it today. I'm going to see if I can get like fully immersed in this location, simply because it is a wildlife area and it's spring migration right now. It's pretty much in its prime time, and see if I can get some bird shots today, or any kind of wildlife really, but probably birds. That's probably gonna be the focus today. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Lots of different stuff here, lots of different habitat too. Lots of kind of scrubby, like scrub shrub habitats, some wet woods, wetlands, and more just prairie and meadow. This thing keeps getting in the way, but yeah, so I'm gonna look forward to seeing what's really out here. I'm hearing lots of killdeer so far, different kinds of songbirds along the tree lines. And right now I'm just kind of out in this kind of wet, kind of mud flat, kind of prairie and meadow area. And I'm gonna see how far this takes me, because this entire wildlife area is broken up into different parking lots in different areas, specifically. And this location, I think it's about 3,000 acres total, which is pretty massive by and large. And there's 2 herons flying over right now. Cool. And yeah, let's see how large of a checklist I can get today. And yeah, looking forward to this visit and seeing what's out here. So let's go ahead and get started here. Alright, so my first real find of the day is this, and he flew away. Oh wow. Oh, hold on. Alright, so my real first find of the day here was this yellow-breasted chat. He's right up on this kind of this dead tree snag, along this actually kind of brushy, kind of scrubby tree line over here. And as it part ways over here in the trail, or what is sort of like a trail, I guess, you got these tire tracks in the way. As I'm just following them, it cuts through and clears out. But right here, as I was about ready to go through, I heard this like, it sounded like a dog barking or something, and kind of like a horse kind of cough. And I was like trying to figure out where it was coming from, and I saw this kind of bright yellow bird. I looked through my binoculars, and I saw it had a bright yellow chest. And so I was just like, okay, cool. So I knew it was something different. I knew it was some kind of warbler or something. And so specifically, it's a yellow-breasted chat, which is kind of not supposed to be classified as a warbler nowadays, but it's kind of just lumped in there just because it is a migratory species here in Ohio. And it's really cool just to see it out in the open. I've never seen one that close. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen one, if I'm being honest. I feel like I've only heard them, actually, because they're usually more obscured from my experience. So yeah, it's just really cool to see this one out in the open. I got a handful of shots. They're really far away. I tried just creeping up closer and closer as I just crouched over here and just being really still and quiet. But simply, it's just too far away. But at the same time, it's kind of neat because it has a blue sky and the branches that are surrounding it with just the tree buds and everything kind of blooming here. So it has a very spring-like, I guess, vibe to it in the photographs overall. But I did the rule of thirds and off-centered it, and it's a kind of nice side profile where it shows that yellow still and that golden breast, and it looks really nice. I got some of it, a few shots of it actually singing as it's, you know, just looking up to the sky and just mouth agape and everything, which is pretty cool. There you go. Yeah, this is great though. It's great. It's nice to get that kind of shots with the landscape and everything included into it as well. So yeah. I don't know if you can hear that, hopefully at least, but yeah, and I got some video too, which is awesome as well, and I feel like I like that keeps going off now. I like that a lot better too, even more than the photos, I think. But yeah, it's been a great morning out so far. I think I got about 23, 24 species total now, which is great for, you know, being about a half an hour, I think, or so out here already. So that's pretty awesome, I think. Some finds of the day easily was the chat so far. Another highlight was seeing my first of the year indigo bunting, which is pretty awesome. And other than that, not too much else, I think, at least in terms of that, you know, specialty species. I never really mentioned at first at the beginning of the video, but I had a few highlights, or at least target species I wanted to get, namely like orchard oriole, pretty much any kind of warblers, especially the ones that are, you know, much more harder to find, at least for in my experience at least. And so yeah, looking for those at least. More of those, of course, would be better. But other than that, yeah, it's been great out. It's been great. Can't complain really. It's a nice morning out. Kind of getting used to wearing the camouflage once again, because it is kind of cumbersome to wear all this and trying to move around, operate the camera. Yeah, it's been a good morning out. Sunlight's a little bit more harsh than I'd like, but I mean, I make it work for what it is, and it keeps parting behind some clouds as they're moving along in the sky as well. So it really isn't too bad overall. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep going here. A little bit of a wander. I really have no like direction I'm going. I'm just kind of, any paths I see, I'm just kind of taking them. I saw a few sandpipers as well down there by the water, but getting a shot was pretty much impossible because it'd just be bright overexposed with that really harsh glare and reflection on the water. And they were very far away, more farther away than this chat was. So I really did not bother with too many images beyond doing some like documentation shots or something like that. But yeah, so I'm gonna keep going here, and hopefully I can rack up some more species. I'd love to get like 40 or something in a single location. That'd be great. So see what else we can get into here. So I'll see you in a bit. All right, so I'm trying out something here. I'm just gonna see what happens. I guess it's a little bit of an experiment, but I'm gonna be real close up to this tree branch that I keep seeing it commonly perch on, the yellow-breasted chat. And I keep seeing it fly back and forth, and I think, yep, that's him. He keeps flying all the way back to this tree line over here, and then he kind of goes on the tree line over here. It's the surrounding of the the shrubby, brushy stuff, and then he gets up back on this tree and starts singing again. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna stake out right here and wait for him to come back. But since I just saw him go up there, he's probably gonna fly back up here next and perch up on that tree. It's just so neat to see these birds, and you know, there really are creatures that have it, and just to see them, you know, go back and flip back to all these different perches and stuff is really cool. So I'm just gonna wait here, and I'm gonna see if I can get an even closer shot, and see if I can improve my, I guess, my photographic chances with this bird, because this is my first time really having a considerable amount of time spending with it and having a nice encounter like this as well. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. All right, everyone, that's going to wrap up the morning here at Caesar Creek Wildlife Area. Got about 32 species total, which is pretty good. It's pretty commonplace for spring, of course, and migration here, since we're reaching the peak of it right now. And yeah, so far the highlights were, of course, the yellow-breasted chat. Really glad to get some photo and video of that, and as well as some field sparrows. It's a little more, sorry, I'm out of breath. It's a little more of a common species compared to the chat, of course. But it was being very approachable. There's so many different individuals that were by the meadow and everything out there. So, you know, I just took advantage of the situation and got some photo and video of them, so that was great. And yeah, other highlights, like I said, the indigo buntings. Seeing lots of turkey vultures out here in the open as they're just soaring over, which is pretty cool. It looks like that one just took off behind me here. But yeah, I was really pleased with the morning out, and I'm really glad to get some both, you know, photo and video of a lot of the bird species I saw, and some great sightings too of some great warblers and other kind of migrant species. So yeah, it was a great morning out. I hope you enjoyed it as well, and yeah, we'll just leave it at that. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. This has been Caesar Creek Lake Wildlife Area. Until next time, make sure to get out here. Thank you.